How'd you make a tier list?
I didn't make it. It was someone else.
Oh, it's a website. Okay.
Alright, can we see who created the tier list?
Justin.
Okay, so Justin, let's give him credit for this tier list. Right here. Thank you, Justin, for helping us so that I don't have to make it. Okay, can we agree that none of these episodes deserve D or E, right? All of them are at least C. Okay.
Yeah.
There is no bad Amazing Digital Circus episode. Oop, wrong one. Oh, wait, let me just... There we go. So, of course, we're going to start off with episode 1. What do you think where should we place episode 1, baby?
S.
S?
Yeah.
Baby. Compared to the other ones, baby, I would put it at C. Not because it's... Hold on, not because it's bad. Hold on, not because it's bad.
It's always interesting because it introduces all the characters.
I know. All of them are good. Okay.
And literally, there's an action, like, adventure scene where they had to, like, fight off little, shake thingies, and there's, like, some character got abstracted. I don't know, that's, like, a lot for
The Gloink. Okay, the Gloink's adventure, compared to the others, I don't think is as good, baby.
Put it in A.
I'm not putting it in A, baby, because the other ones are much better. I'm sorry, but the other ones are much better.
Okay, they're much better, but, like, it was, like, a really good first episode.
Alright, are we just not gonna have C then? Because I'm not gonna put any of the other ones above the first one.
Put A. Put A.
Baby. I don't want all of these to just be A's and S's. Because I have one that I think goes in... I have another one I think goes in B. Please.
A.
Okay, I'll just erase C then. Okay. So basically, my whole point is that the adventure, it being in-house, makes it not as interesting as the other ones, because we always see the circus in all the other episodes and not much happens. The scene with the Gloink Queen, I really enjoy. The whole introduction of abstraction is in it, which is what makes the episode interesting, as well as Pomni trying to find the exit. And Pomni's realization at the end that most likely there is not an escape. While the music is playing triumphantly, which is a bit unsettling. And that is why it's why all episodes are so good, because of the a bit how each episode can be a bit unsettling, but also unlike the first episode, these episodes have a bit of an emotional edge to them, and I really like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
That's why I think the first episode, it has to be last. Okay, episode 2, baby. Baby. Episode 2.
Which one is that?
It's the one with Gummy Goo.
That's A.
Yes, I agree.
Oh, no, that's B. That should be B.
B? Why?
Yeah, because it feels the same. It's like the same energy as kind of the first episode. It seems kind of low key, even though a lot happens, but it doesn't seem as crazy as other episodes.
For me, I would put it in A because of, excuse me, it gives the impression that the AI that Kane has created has become so sentient, they're like a normal person. Also, I do love the little foreshadowing of Kinger being able to remember things when he's in the dark with the bucket
Mhm.
over his head.
Yeah, but it's such little details.
Also, we see a
Sometimes
lot.
it really.
We see a lot more of how horrible Jax can be towards everyone,
Mhm.
especially to Gangle, and how he treated Pomni, who was really new here, and how he just doesn't seem to care about anyone's feelings at all.
But baby, it's another introduct. It's like another introductory episode. I feel like it should go and be.
Mm. Okay, but above episode 1.
No.
Baby! Can you please agree with this?
It's fine.
I don't. Oh my gosh. Alright, episode 3.
That was a haunted house.
Yep.
Okay.
Ah, I would
I
put
loved
it.
it.
I would put it in S.
I loved it. It
Yes,
was awesome.
yes.
I loved it.
One of the best episodes. I would say it's my third favorite episode actually. So that gives you an idea of what I have up here in S tier. Um, I love that uh Pomni is basically the character we can put ourselves in that situation as, because we just see Kinger. It can be just a bit crazy and insane, and you know, I what I love about the Amazing Joe Circus is that it takes those TV shows that were like they were like I can't remember what you call them. Just like it goes from one episode to another with no like storyline, but it twists it, twists these stereotyped characters and makes them human. They're no longer stereotypes. They are actual people with human emotions and feelings. And that Kinger is one of the best characters because of how they do that with him, making him seem like just the crazy person with no um, idea of what's really going on. But with hints from the other episodes, and especially this episode, we see that he is basically the caretaker of the group that understands very well how the circus works. And when Pomni is left alone with him, she, just like us, is able to see how much of a, human Kinger really is. What about you, baby?
It's good.
That's all you gotta say?
Uh, uh, it's good.
Alright, guess we're going to to episode 4,
S.
Spudsies.
I would say.
Mm,
I would say S below the haunted house.
you won't like it, what I think, though. This is the one I thought should be in B.
Why? You're literally unwrapping the emotional trauma of Gangle.
Yeah, I just I enjoy the episode. Don't get me wrong, but um, I, for me, I do like the that they break the uh, what am I trying to
Fourth
say?
wall.
Not to break the fourth wall. It breaks the cycle, the episodic cycle that the other two had, where Pomni is able to help one of the characters. Episode 2, Pomni helps talk with talking. Pomni helps Gummigoo with, and then Pomni helps Kinger, but Kinger also helps Pomni with a conversation. In this third one, I do like that Pomni, instead of helping Gangle through a conversation, which she tries at first but it fails, instead of helping with a conversation, she helps with action.
But why'd you put it lower than the candy one?
I just feel like the emotional part in the episode isn't as good as the other ones.
But it's better than the candy one, because literally, what, other than Pomni herself being upset that Gummigoo was reset, what emotional significance was the candy one?
Gummigoo seeing how he was made just to be defeated by them, that he's nothing more than just a pawn in a game.
Okay,
and the whole point of the main point of the second episode, I forgot to say this when talking about it, was for Pomni to see that the other people in the circus are people that she can trust. Because remember in the first scene, Pomni's having a dream about her abstracting and the characters not caring, and then at the end, she sees how much they do care for the others, and so she starts realizing, oh, these are people I can trust and get along with. And so that brings us to the third episode, where she starts trusting them a bit more and everything. Oh,
yes.
There's so much to these episodes I forget. Pomni is also learns to in episode 3 she realizes that she needs to thank Ragatha for trying to be there for her when she ended up in the circus. The fourth episode, there are interesting things like finding out about the adventures that the suggestion box, which leads to episode 5, where he does a lightning round of a bunch of them, and that leads to him basically. Actually, I am now thinking about it. We can put it in A, because now thinking about it with all the newer episodes, this fourth episode is what leads Kane to his
cuckoo
state of, holy crap, my adventure is disliked more. My adventures aren't as liked as adventures that other people asked for. I need to do something about this. I need to find out how to make these adventures better. So yeah, I guess we could put it over episode 2. I do like that we also see that Jax, when he is in a worse state, he can, for some reason, act better as a person than when he's trying to act. When he's put into a normal daily life place with consequences, he actually can act like a normal person. Like, there's so much in these in these episodes. It's hard to talk about all of them. What about you, baby?
Yes.
What you want to say anything about it?
Yes.
Okay.
Um, I guess it shows episode 4. Like near the end, it shows how Kane kind of wants to please everyone.
Yeah.
His punishments are like very light. He
Mhm.
just wants everyone to be happy, I guess. And then in episode 5, he's just like just doing all this stuff, trying to make him happier.
No, was that a transition to episode 5, baby?
Yes, I said episode 5. He's just trying to make everyone happier.
Would you agree?
I like the anime scene.
Baby, do you agree? S tier at the tops for right now. Baby.
Anime.
Baby.
I like the anime scene.
Do you agree with me that it should be at the top out of the 5
The thing
episodes so
is,
far?
the thing is, I love in the haunted house episode how Kinger just literally like saved Tommy with the little where he starts glowing. I think that's like a really cool moment.
And they explain at the start of the episode how that happened, how that was happening, which is
It's
good.
really cool. I
Good.
like.
It was a good way to um have us. It was a good way to have humor that covered up some foreshadowing. Basically, that's the best kind of foreshadowing. The kind of foreshadowing that um covers it with a joke.
But the corn made Jax the anime scene, the angry, I mean the evil versions of themselves. I feel like that's uh I think that overpowers the haunted house episode.
The crazy thing is, Gooseworks said that they saw this episode as filler.
What do you mean Stiller?
I do not. I do not agree with it being filler. It is like one of the best
Oh, you said
episodes.
filler.
Yeah, I when I heard that the first time, I thought that was crazy because it has a lot of important moments for us to understand Jax and Ragatha
I get
as
what they mean
characters.
by being a filler episode because it didn't have like a solid theme.
But like when you're talking about filler, you're talking about episodes that don't really do anything for the plot or the characters. This episode does a lot for us to understand Jax and Ragatha a lot more, as well as
Yeah, but
Cade.
it didn't do anything for the characters. It did something for us.
I don't see it as filler. I guess we just have different preferences on what a filler episode is.
Not preferences, viewpoints.
Ideas, yeah. I just really like how we learn more about Ragatha and her reason why she acts the way she does because of her mother and how it sounds like that Ragatha had to be basically perfect um, in order to please her, but she never could live up to that expectation, wanting,
Mm-hmm.
wanting to please her mother, and because of that, she feels like she needs to please everyone and let everyone have a good time, giving, which is a detriment for her, um, and it has led to what sounds like um, making Jax feel like everything she does isn't. Uh, come on, what's the word I'm looking for?
Good
Isn't
enough.
not good enough. It's fake.
Efficient.
that nothing she really does is really her. And I like that this is where Pomni starts seeing that Jax isn't just a mean old jerk that doesn't care about people. She sees underneath that mask is an actual person that has secrets that he's hiding and that she wants to help. And while Kane is spiraling out of control and getting a bit worse, though I didn't realize it until this episode. Like, what I do like about the episodes is that when each episode comes out, it makes the other episodes from before better. But yeah, that's why I really like this episode. You want to do episode 6 now?
Yes. No S.
Yeah, I'm trying. I think it's better than episode 5.
Yes. It's self-explanatory. It's
a little spoiler, but I think it is the best episode so far. It's there's multiple things that make the episode so great. Kane, we see him slowly losing patience when he is trying to explain the game. Where one person goes into the little room, supposed to take out the bullets and stuff, and Jax doesn't hear him, and so he forcefully puts the memory of what the game's supposed to do into his mind, and Jax just shoots Ragatha. And as well as when he is trying to make, when he does shoot Ragatha, he just decides to just let them shoot each other with guns. And then when, ironically, Zubul starts saying how that's not, basically just saying that it's not a good idea. That it's not that much for an adventure, and Kane gets annoyed by it and decides to have a few rules with lives and everything. We see how much he has gotten worse over time because of how these characters don't seem to view him more than an AI. They don't see him like how Pomni saw Gummy Goo. And I think that's one of the big problems. Kane himself could also try to just be a part of the group, but instead he acts like the host. So it is a bit of it's his fault as well that he feels the way he does, but not completely, because none of the characters are really trying to treat him like a sentient being like them. But we also have, the main part of the show, Pomni and Jax, which is one of the best parts of this. It has become one of the best parts of this show. Pomni and Jax's relationship. It is basically what at first just seemed like nothing much through episode 1 to 3. Episode 4, we do see Pomni seeing the side to him that starts to crack out of the mask. She finds it weird. And then in episode 5, she finally sees, she's starting to see there's a side to this person, this bunny, that I have not seen, and I want to get to know this side of this person. And we see how in episode 6 it leads to them becoming friends, getting along very well, and them starting to find this middle ground where Jax is just having fun with her. But then we go into the argument where Jax is realizing, crap, this girl is starting to affect me, and that I don't want another friend because I don't want another person abstracted, which is going to make that I care for getting abstracted, because that'll make me feel worse because I already had 2 friends abstracted. But Pomni, being the awesome girl she is, knows that he's faking all of it. That the entire argument is a lie, and that he doesn't actually believe most of the stuff he's saying.
Femboy bunny.
Baby! But another thing I like is that the Jax and Ragatha have completely different views on the circus. And both of those views are flawed in that Jax doesn't care about anyone. Well, he likes to think that they're all just cartoon characters. That no one really matters in the circus anymore. Because they're just part of the machine, as he says. But Ragatha, on the exact opposite spectrum, cares so much that she doesn't want to shoot anyone. But that leads to a problem when, as we saw, when she tries to shoot Jax, it doesn't work. It just comes out as a fake bang sign. Because she doesn't want to hurt anyone because she's too focused on the fact that they're real people. But all the other characters, well, Pomni is a bit more on Ragatha's position. But then throughout the entire episode, she starts moving a bit closer to Jax's position. But by the end, I think she moves a bit in the middle, because with all the other characters, Gangle, Zubul, and Kinger, who understand this is a game where they'll just respawn, and so they can just have fun with it. And I think that's what the entire TV show is about, just because it's about living in a stagnant life. And I mean, we all matter, but it's important to have fun and to understand the rules of our world. They're trying to understand the rules of the circus. And most of these characters right now, understand that this world, this circus, has very different rules from ours, and they can use that to their advantage to have fun that we couldn't have in our world. And I think I like that a lot. Like, there's so much to this episode. Like, it's insane. To just, I just gush over this episode. It's so good. Do you want to say anything, baby? I have one other thing to say, but do you have anything to say about it?
No.
No? Okay. The last thing I want to say is Jax puts archetypes on each character, and each character proves that archetype wrong in this episode. Ragatha to him is a cheerful one, but we see how in the loser room, crying, sulking, worried and scared for Pomni, he calls Zubul the grumpy one, while Zubul talks to Gangle confidently, joyfully, telling her that she doesn't need to worry about Jax, and that she shouldn't have to worry about him when he's not even there. Telling her that these flaws, you could say quote unquote, makes you you. And then we got him calling Gangle the sad one, but we see when they're near Jackson Pomni, Gangle uses the machine gun to fire at Jackson Pomni, and we see that when she dies by Pomni's hand, she's still smiling underneath that sad face, proving she's not the sad one. Calling Kinger the crazy one when he comforts Ragatha and basically tells her how she changed his life, explaining to her that she doesn't need to always be there for people when they don't want her to be there for them. And before he dies, he shows really good skills in the dark room when he's fighting against Jackson Pomni.
The back rooms.
Mm-hmm. And the thing, he likes to call himself the funny one. But we've seen throughout the episodes, he doesn't...
It's not funny.
I mean, in a cartoon sense, it is funny, but for them it's not, of course. But the one thing about the funny one is that they sometimes are put into the position of comedy. They are sometimes put into the position to be laughed at. But Jax doesn't like to be laughed at. And we see at the end of the episode him having basically a panic attack. Yeah, that's why this episode is my favorite so far. So much going on, and it's all done so well.
Yes.
Episode 7.
S. B. I'm joking. Don't say A.
Yeah, it's either bottom of S or top of A.
Yeah.
Because I really like the abstraction scene where Jax almost gets abstracted. Which, you watched my video talking my theory, right, baby? With episode 7 being a main point. Yeah. I made a whole entire video that talks about the important scenes of episode 7 and how I think that can help us understand what's going to happen. But that's some other episode for the viewers to go and see. But the abstraction video, the abstraction scene is fantastic, as it is very unsettling, creepy, and just a great suspenseful scene. And then we have the whole thing about Abel talking about Kinger, and the whole point of something isn't right, which is that feeling throughout the entire episode was really good. I really like the feeling of knowing something is wrong, but you just don't know what. And I love that Jax randomly talks about Kane popping up at the end and talking about escaping the circus adventure. Because you wouldn't expect them to tell you what actually is going on before it reveals it. So I, as someone watching it, trying to figure out what's going on, I'm like, oh, so that's not what's going to happen. It does happen, though. And that's what made it really good. And then we have, of course, the ending where it is revealed to the characters and that they find out that Kane lied to them about being able to change stuff in their mind. Though he can't change them indefinitely, or else, as he says, something bad will happen. And then coincidentally, Kinger says, scratch the last attraction. So that kind of like that raised some alarm bells in my mind. And Kane, deflects, gets kind of not embarrassed. What would be the word? Awkward. He gets awkward with everything, and just gives them a basket of soap and detergent and leaves, leaving the characters in disbelief. It's a really good episode. I just think
it's really confusing.
It is a bit confusing.
Mm-hmm.
But the point is, all of these episodes are good. It doesn't matter what place they are, really. They are all good episodes. This is an amazing show with an amazing cast, an amazing story, amazing plot. Just, I gush over this series. It has probably become my favorite TV show. That's crazy to say, because my favorite TV show used to be Gravity Falls, but this show... Ugh. Yes, Ben 10 is also one of my favorite shows. This just...
Rick and Morty.
Rick and Morty, yes, that's good too. Just, I think Digital Circus, though, is just... Ugh. No, that's you, baby. That's you. This... I can't wait to see the next 2 episodes and see where it goes. Even if I'm wrong with my theories, whatever's coming is gonna be so good.